Okay, I don't know if anybody else has had their eye on the Ryobi Speed Bench mobile workstation. I had my eye on it since it came out, was it end of last summer? But I thought the $200 price tag was pretty steep. And then it went up to $220, and then it had just been dropped down to $179. I went in and looked today, and my store has them clearanced at $131, and I think some other stores do. So if it's something you've been looking at, you want to check your local Home Depot and see if yours has been knocked down to $131 or even less, and if that's more what you feel this is worth, I would suggest jumping on them. My store only had 4 left. Okay, some specs on this. You have a 42 by 22 woodwork surface. You have the durable wood work surface, SAE and metric, and protractor into the top wood. Link storage, the 3 positions, 10-inch all-terrain rubber wheels, durable steel frame. And to me, this made more sense because the 400-pound capacity than, say, a V-Vor. I'm going to use this for a table saw, and the V-Vor holds like 330. The actual flex stand that does not have the wheeled mobility is only good for 100 pounds. So this made a lot more sense for the mobility and the weight capacity. Okay, here's the Ryobi Speed Bench all put together. Here's the link system that comes with it. You have one tray, slide it in. When you assemble it, you put it on this end. I moved it over to this side, but then I moved it back, so I think it's going to get in the way. Eventually, this is going to be a table saw bench. I didn't film putting this together because of all the reviews. There are 17 one-star reviews, and 16 of them are on the assembly. Now, to me, I think it's people that maybe not understanding the way it goes, but between the instructions and the video that Ryobi does, it actually went together pretty well. There were 2 extra tools that I used that they didn't talk about: a soft blow hammer and this pry bar, which has the pointed end to line up the holes. It's a pretty stout piece of equipment. The tube steel is pretty good, the 10-inch tires. And then when you want to move it out, push this lever. There you go. There's another one of my bloopers, making the blooper reel. And on the foot pad, you can unscrew these little finger knobs, pull the foot pad right off, so it will fit underneath your tonneau cover if you want to set it in your truck. There's a better look at the foot pad and those finger nuts, the tube steel, the takedown lever. And here's the top with the measurements. You have SAE and metric. You also have a protractor version, and they realize that you're going to be, or possibly could screw into this. They have no screw zones here and here. That's where the tube steel is on the frame below the board, and they actually sell replacement boards for this. I'm gonna get the table saw in here, mock it up, and I'll get back to you when that is done. All right, I got the table up. I got it mocked up, and with the markings, it's nice because then you pretty much are square. Got it square in this line, 1/8 off on this line, and 3.5 there. Now we're going to take I've never used this before. This is an ox marking. Let's try this side first. It'll fit a little better. That one didn't hit. I'm gonna have to figure something else out. But where I had clearance, you can see there's a nice little mark where it needs to be drilled. So pretty slick little thing. It's like, what won't they think of next? Okay, to get this first hole drilled, I've got a 5/16 DeWalt built. I've got the Milwaukee Fuel installation driver. I got the 90-degree, the drill driver head on it. And we're gonna get this first hole done. That's been marked out with the ox spray marker. And then we'll get to the other ones. Worked pretty slick. Okay, I'm gonna get this first bolt set in here, then get the other holes drilled. Got the bolt, got a washer. Slide that through there. Another washer for the bottom with a lock washer and a nut. Got a gear wrench, flex ratcheting wrench, 1/2 inch. And I got a Husky battery ratchet with a 1/2 inch Milwaukee socket. And tighten that right down. Okay, we'll get back when we get the other two ready to go. Okay, I rotated the saw blade back to 0. Got room now for the ox to do the marking on this one. And just like with the first hole, the ox put a nice little mark where it needs to be drilled. Back to the installation driver. Again, pretty slick. Okay, same deal. Got the bolt going through the hole we just drilled, washer and a lock washer and the nut. Get that started. Gear wrench. 1/2 inch wrench, Husky battery ratchet with a Milwaukee socket, and that made short work of that. Okay, for this side I couldn't get any clearance with the saw frame, so I had to take it off after I marked it with a nail, scribed it, and got to go up from the bottom. Same deal, gear wrench, 1/2 inch wrench, Husky battery ratchet. There we go. Let's check how much we got on this. Perfect. And there you have it. Next step, get the saw set up. This is a new to me saw. I had the Skill folding leg saw that's really good, but I'm hoping this is an upgrade. Got the saw all mounted, and I'll show you how it'll fold up and store out of the way. They also make replacement tops for these if you bugger one up too bad. Put a bunch of holes in one. If I didn't mention that before, they have new tops that you can get for these. So, same principle. Step on the lever. Let it roll down. Make sure it locks in place. And there you have it. Portability, mobility, and stability.